RVBN, The Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great MBT video blogs, and tons more. Collection of my work goes back to June of 2014. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time now 7:25 in the evening, Berwick, Massachusetts. About 76 degrees out right now. A perfect summer night. Sun will go down in about a half an hour or so. Tomorrow, more humid with lots of rain showers. Going to be a little unsettled for the next 4 days. But it's summer weather in New England. Wait a minute, and it changes. It's only about 16 more weeks before snow comes, perhaps. Keep you posted on that. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. If you want to buy the Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor fight on August 26th, you're gonna have to pay us Benjamin $100 to watch that on pay-per-view. That's a lot of money, but there'll be a lot of people paying that money to watch it anyway, and you'll get an expanded cable or satellite bill for the next month. Also, the Florida Everblades have offered a contract to Jaromir Jagr. The Florida Everblades play in the East Coast Hockey League. I don't know if Jagr wants to play for the East Coast Hockey League or the ECHL, because that's a step down. But he has so much money, he probably loves to play hockey. He'll probably sign that contract, because if no teams are interested in the NHL, he wants to play until he's 50. And former MLB pitcher Livan Hernandez filed for bankruptcy. He owes the IRS over $200,000 in back taxes. All of the professional athletes all somehow file bankruptcy sooner or later. It's very, very sad. He made $50 million during his Major League Baseball career, but he went through it like crazy. That's sad. That's about it on the news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash with my third and final video blog of the night, which will be about the WWE House Show card review for Madison Square Garden on March 19th, 1990. But first, hear this. Tomorrow on RVBN, 3 more video blogs for your entertainment. First video blog will be my personality profile. Tomorrow's personality profile will be about former NBA player and now NBA players agent BJ Armstrong. The second video blog of the day will be about Rams set lanes and bowling and entertainment complex on Main Street in Tewksbury. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about the WWE House Show card reveal from April 30th, 1990, headlined by Hulk Hogan against Earthquake. Future video blog will be about the state of Maine and the return of the top 10 list of everything and anything, which the next one's going to be about top 10 UMass Lowell graduates of all time. Look for a cute, leggy blonde on the list. I'm not telling you who it is at all. Please do not walk on or near the railroad tracks under any circumstances, because you're crossing railroad property. Plus, you never know when the train is coming. Trains cannot stop for you at the last second, because a train going 60 miles per hour it takes 1 mile for them to stop. If there's a tie at the railroad tracks, you lose. So please, if you're walking to take a shortcut, don't walk by the railroad tracks. RVBN. Time's now 7:30 in the evening in Belleville, Massachusetts. I'm back. My third and final video blog of the night for Monday, July 10, 2017 is about the WWE House Show card review from Madison Square Garden on 3/19/90, March 19th, 1990. The main event was for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It was Mr. Perfect facing off against the Ultimate Warrior, plus other exciting matches. It was live on the MSG network that was in New York City area, in the tri-state area, called by Gorilla Monsoon, Hillbilly Jim, and His Lordship Alfred Hayes. And this is what happened on the house show. First match was Jim Powers facing off against Iron Mike Sharp, two preliminary wrestlers. Jim Powers wins about 12 minutes with a power slam. This is one of the few matches Jim Powers would win after his Young Stallions run. The next match was Black Bart facing off against Hercules. Black Bart was a decent wrestler in in Championship Wrestling from Florida, Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, and World Class Championship Wrestling. He was actually the World Class Heavyweight Championship, but in the WWE, he did jobs. He faced off against the mighty Hercules, and this was a competitive matchup, but in the end, Hercules puts Black Bart in the backbreaker, and Black Bart just taps out. He couldn't tap out. He was waving. That was it. And Hercules wins. Black Bart does the JOB at the MSG. The next match was Frenchie Martin against Koko B. Where do the bird, do the bird, do the bird, do the bird. Another highly competitive jobber match. Frenchie Martin gave Koko Beware the run for his money, but in the end, Koko Beware gave the Ghostbuster and pinned Frenchie Martin for 1, 2, 3. The next match was the Orient Express, Tanaka and Sato facing off against Demolition, Axe and Smash. The Orient Express was with Mr. Fuji, and this was a competitive matchup. Mr. Fuji interfered, and when Smash and Tanaka were fighting, and like Fuji was getting involved, like Sato threw salt into Axe's eyes. Axe goes out of the ring. The referee counts Axe out at 10, and the Orient Express score an upset win against Demolition. The next match was Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh, USA, facing off against Earthquake with the Mouth of the South Jimmy Hart as his manager. And this was a decent match. Ending had Earthquake give a splash to Jim Duggan, and Jimmy Hart holds Duggan's legs, and then Earthquake gives him the elbow drop for the 1, 2, 3 afterwards. Earthquake tries to give Jim Duggan the aftershocks, but Jim Duggan throws Jimmy Hart, and then he attacks the Earthquake with 2x4, and he says, USA. Next match was Bret the Hitman Hart, who was substituting for Roddy Piper against the Model Rick Martel. Arrogance. And this was a competitive matchup. It went to a time limit to 20 minutes, but it actually went over 20 minutes, 21:31. So it was like 1 minute and 31 seconds over the time limit. And this was, both the Model and the Hitman were real good. They put some wrestling clinics. I'm very surprised that Rick Martel and Bret the Hitman Hart didn't have a long-running feud in WWE. It would have been classic, to say the least. The next match was Brutus the Barber Beefcake facing off against Canadian's strongest man, Dino Bravo, with the Mouth of the South Jimmy Hart in his corner. And this match was, back and forth, ending had Brutus the Barber Beefcake put Dino Bravo in the sleep hole, but the referee was distracted by Jimmy Hart. And then Earthquake comes in, he attacks the Barber, he throws him outside the ring, and squashes him. And the referee turns around, sees the Barber out, and the referee counts to 10. So Dino Bravo scores the upset victory by countout. The next match was Pez Whatley, another jobber, facing off against Tugboat, who later would become Typhoon of the Natural Disasters. Total squash match by Tugboat. He only beat Pez Whatley in about 3 minutes or so with the Tugboat splash. 1, 2, 3, pushing Tugboat as Monster. And then the main event was for the Intercontinental Championship was Mr. Perfect with the Genius Lanny Powerful facing off against the WWE Intercontinental Champion, the Ultimate Warrior. And this was a back and forth match. Perfect tried to put the Warrior in the Perfect Plex, but Warrior kicked out, and then the Warrior, like Guerrero plus Kurt, Mr. Perfect, and splashed him for the 1, 2, 3. Warrior wins the match, retains the title. This was Mr. Perfect's first televised loss on WWE TV. But it was just localized in the New York area, so he didn't lose a WWE match nationwide or worldwide until WrestleMania 6. Like the WWE would always say, if it never happened, it never happened. Only a select few saw this match. So, if it never happened, it never happened on, like, nationwide WWE TV. But that was Mr. Perfect's first TV loss. And this Madison Square Garden house show card was a B-. Some good matches, other times squash matches. I'll be back tomorrow, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+, with 3 more video blogs for your entertainment. Like I always say, to end these video blogs, keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julia Bond guy. Molly Roseblog, WCCO accent has nice legs. Elizabeth Hot So Stunning, she's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome. Awesome, Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel of New York, such a whacking cougars, got the best legs in New York City, Bonham. Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent, best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. Len Claire of WHDH Channel 7, Boston's awesome, has the best legs in Boston. Mallory Book of WMTW Channel 8 in Portland, Maine is awesome. I got a shout out by Mallory Book on her Facebook chats. Mallory Book has the second best legs in the state of Maine and best legs in Portland, Maine. And Aria Woolley of WABI Channel 5 in Bangor, Maine rocked. And she's the best cute leggy blonde in the state of Maine. And she got the best legs in Maine. And she's an awesome UMass Lowell graduate. Have a good night, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+.